Yuji freaking Itadori is finally back. Yeah, baby. That's what we've all been waiting for. At the shocking age of 83, yet looking young as ever, Yuji is officially declared as humanity's nuclear deterrent, the next Gojo Satoru. The one man standing between peace and annihilation. But the question burning through every fan's mind is this: how did Yuji survive all this time without aging a day? How did he become the strongest being alive? A being so powerful, even the gods and aliens fear his name? To understand how Yuji's half-human, half-cursed existence shaped him into the strongest sorcerer on Earth, we need to break down the fragile state of this new world. A world where humans and aliens are seconds away from sparking an intergalactic war. This is the story of the Special Grade War, the sequel to Jujutsu Kaisen that explores the cosmic aftermath of cursed energy, the alien arrival, and Yuji's immortal rise. We begin right after the tragic history of the Sumerians, an alien race that fled their dying home planet and sought refuge on Earth, but peace was short-lived. During a violent incident, a being named Maru, one of the Sumerians, went berserk, brutally defeating a Grade 1 curse user named Tsurugi. This event sent shockwaves through the world, fracturing the delicate alliance between humans and Sumerians. Now, both factions hold emergency meetings. The humans see the aliens as a growing threat, uncontrolled and unpredictable. They demand restrictions, especially after Cross, one of the alien leaders, refused to let Maru stay on Earth for treatment. It was a simple act of pride, but it looked like defiance. Yet amidst this political storm stands Osami, the mad guy. Unlike others, he believes coexistence is possible. He deletes footage of Maru's rampage, covering it up for the sake of diplomacy. He knows the truth. One misunderstanding could ignite an all-out war that would destroy everything Gojo and Yuji once fought to protect. After Gojo's death and the fall of the old Jujutsu higher-ups, Japan was reborn as the world's spiritual guardian. Sorcery is no longer hidden. The supernatural is out in the open. In this new era, the Jujutsu Council governs all cursed energy and supernatural matters worldwide. It's a fusion of ordinary humans and sorcerers. A fragile system built on uneasy cooperation, but like every new power, corruption brews beneath the surface. Among the council members is a mysterious man, sharp, calculating, and likely connected to Mamie's lineage. He runs a secret surveillance network tracking alien activities, defying Usami's authority. He accuses the Sumerians of violating Article 7 of the Jujutsu law, but Usami, ever the tactician, steps in like a seasoned lawyer. He invokes Hikari's law, a clause that allows sorcerers to settle disputes through sanctioned combat or commercial duels. Yes, it's literally named after Hikari. The man really left his mark. This law became necessary after Kenjaku's global reveal, when Jujutsu secrecy was shattered by the events of Shinjuku, the day sorcery was exposed to the world. Using this loophole, Usami defends Maru's actions, claiming the fight was a legal duel under contract. For now, peace is upheld, but just barely. As tensions rise, Usami drops the ultimate bombshell. He reveals that humanity still holds one overwhelming advantage, one being so powerful that even the gods themselves hesitate to act. That being is Yuji Itadori. The man once feared as Sukuna's vessel has returned, and he's not just alive, he's immortal. Mahito, trapped in limbo, once spoke of waiting for Yuji to cross into the afterlife, but that day never came. Yuji never crossed over, because he can't. He's still alive, walking among humans, unchanged by time, his body and soul locked in an eternal state of evolution. When Gege shows Yuji's reappearance, it's chilling. He's standing in a crowd, his aura calm, his presence divine. A man who looks no older than 25, yet has lived for more than half a century. The world calls him a myth, but to the Jujutsu Council, he's something else. A deterrent, a weapon, a god, humanity's trump card. To understand Yuji's immortality, we must go back to Kenjaku's experiments. For centuries, Kenjaku possessed bodies, seeking the perfect vessel to evolve cursed energy. During the Meiji era, he captured a woman with a rare genetic code, one capable of birthing a half-human, half-cursed child. That experiment gave birth to the 9 death-painting wombs, abominations that blurred the line between human and curse. Years later, in his final experiment, Kenjaku took over Kari Itadori's body, Yuji's mother, and within her womb, he forged his magnum opus, Yuji Itadori. Yuji was designed to be the ultimate vessel, built with bones denser than steel and muscles imbued with cursed energy. From the moment he was born, he was beyond human. When Yuji consumed Sukuna's fingers, his body didn't reject the curse. It evolved around it. His cursed energy harmonized with Sukuna's, transforming into something entirely new. And later, after absorbing his death painting brothers, Yuji's cursed lineage outgrew even his humanity. Curses don't age, and neither does he. That's why, even at 83, Yuji looks young, timeless, unbreakable. He has become something far beyond human, a being who walks between life and death itself. But immortality comes with a price. After the culling game, after Gojo's death, after Sukuna's defeat, Yuji stood alone at the peak of strength. Humanity hailed him as a savior, but Yuji had felt nothing. He had lost everything. Choso, his brother, gone. Nobara, fallen. Megumi, consumed by darkness. Gojo, sealed in eternity. Yuji's entire generation had vanished, and now he was both man and monster, cursed to live on while the rest of his friends faded into memory. This isolation mirrors Gojo's own loneliness. The curse of the strongest, to stand above all others, means to be utterly, completely alone. And just like Gojo, Yuji's kindness is buried beneath layers of pain. He's tired of fighting, tired of being used as a weapon by nations that see him only as a tool of power. Japan, desperate to maintain dominance, exploited Yuji's existence to strengthen their global status. He obeyed, until one day he simply disappeared. No one knows where he went. Some say he's meditating in a remote mountain, guarding humanity from afar. Others believe he's watching over the cursed spirits, maintaining balance in secret. But one thing is certain, the world's peace is fragile, and when it shatters, Yuji will return. While humanity wrestles with peace, the alien race, the Sumerians, are tearing themselves apart. One of them, Osuki, furious at their leadership, challenges Deborah, the current alien chieftain. He believes Deborah's rule is unfair, a dictatorship disguised as democracy. Their system mimics a galactic version of the United Nations, but with a twist. Voting power depends on strength. Those with immense power like Maru and Cross hold more influence than the rest, and together they support Deborah's leadership, giving him the power to veto any decision. Osuki, however, views humanity as weak and inferior. He thinks Japan should be conquered, a planet too fragile to resist. To him, coexistence is cowardice, but this arrogance only pushes Usami's resolve further. He knows the only way to prevent war is to remind them that Earth has a god of its own. That god is Yuji Itadori. The Alien Council gathers for a final vote. War or peace, Deborah presides over the meeting. Cross and Jabaloma, the twin warriors, remember their encounters with humanity. They recall Tsurugi's sacrifice, Yuka's dying plea, and Dora's teachings about coexistence. Cross, moved by these memories, votes for peace. Jabaloma follows, and their combined influence swings the entire council's decision. But not everyone accepts it. Osuki explodes with rage, claiming the vote is rigged. He demands invasion. Deborah silences him with a single statement: if war is what you desire, you'll have it. But once it begins, there will be no going back. For now, the council chooses diplomacy, but peace is fragile, and Osuki plots revenge. Back on Earth, Usami proposes a new idea: a joint dinner between the humans and Sumerians to celebrate the fragile peace. A symbolic gesture, a chance to bridge cultures. Cross and Maru handle the arrangements, while Yuka and Tsurugi represent humanity. The theme? A Japanese takoyaki feast. The most human thing imaginable, the goal is simple: unity through understanding, but beneath the smiles and handshakes, danger brews. Osuki and his followers plot to use the dinner as a trap, to spark chaos, to frame humans, to justify War 1 misstep, and everything collapses. And when that happens, only one man will be strong enough to stop it: Yuji Itadori. Imagine the scene. The night sky burns crimson as tensions explode. Alien weapons rise, cursed energy surges, and from the shadows, a figure steps forward. The crowd goes silent. A familiar face, young, unaged, wrapped in a quiet storm of cursed energy. Yuji Itadori has returned. 80 years have passed since his last battle, yet his aura eclipses even Gojo's. Half curse, half human, entirely unstoppable. He looks at the chaos before him. Humans, aliens, all fighting for pride, and sighs. Didn't we already learn this lesson once? His cursed energy flares. Golden, chaotic, divine. The earth trembles. The air bends. And in that moment, everyone, human and alien alike, realizes one truth. Yuji Itadori isn't just a man. He's a concept, a force of nature, the living embodiment of balance between curse and humanity. But even Yuji's return may not be enough, because lurking beyond the stars are the Duskantes, the ancient overlords of the Sumerians, the true villains of this saga. They want the Maru Oris, powerful cosmic minerals that could reshape reality itself. Their leader doesn't negotiate, he conquers. When the Duskantes arrive, humanity and Sumeria will have no choice but to unite. The special grade war will begin, a conflict that transcends worlds. And at the heart of it all, it will stand Yuji Itadori, humanity's immortal guardian. So what do you think? Has Yuji surpassed even Gojo's level? Is he destined to save both worlds? Or will his loneliness consume him first? The lines between curse and human, god and monster are fading fast, and in this new era, Yuji Itadori stands alone at the top.